Yes. Welcome. It's another day of Mikey Life, people. It is my pleasure to have you with us for yet another day and yet another program. And of course, we have so many things to tell you about. And so I encourage you to tell your family, your friends, and everyone else, who your loved ones. Let them know that the business have started. People, this is where you get the good, the bad, and the Mikey. I kid you not, it doesn't get better than this. We have no horse in the race, and people, when we tell you a thing, we tell you because it is factual to the best of our knowledge. We don't have a horse in the race. All you, we talk about we're making the headlines by GFA technical director resigns. You understand? Digital says claims of leak is untrue. We're going to tell you more about that. Priest's car stolen while he blesses a house in Trinidad. The world's lungs is on fire. And I think that is one of the biggest stories we'll be telling you about tonight, boy. Listen there. The Amazon forest is on fire in Brazil. They say it turned day into night to no dog. Black smoke traveling thousands of miles. And they say if this continues, listen, I think the Amazon there supply about 20% of the world's oxygen. Somebody look it up for me. The Amazon is supposed to be supplying the world with somewhere within the vicinity of 20% of the world's oxygen. And it's been burning out of control. You ain't seen that on news? People, this is serious business. Yeah. You will say, what? You don't see smoke. You ain't smelling smoke, so that has nothing to do with you. Hold on. Serious business. So we're going to tell you more about that. All right? And Royalton Grenada Resort and Spa is to open in March of 2020. It's a luxury hotel and thing coming to Grenada. We're going to tell you more about that, all right? So brace all yourself. Just know that the headline is brought to you to the kind compliments of WPG10. Folks, we are going to take a break. And when we come back, it's real news in Ole Lili Lolo. So stay tuned, stay put, get all the water, get everything all you need. We're coming back, all right? And if you have not yet done so, for the people who have not yet done so, yes, and you're on Facebook, please share the business. Because when you share the business, that's how other people get to see the program on. That is for the people who don't get notifications, all right? So all you, brace all yourself. We're coming back with real news in Ole Lili Lolo.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
Make this carnival a special one with Spice Isle Jewelry. This is the sale you've been waiting for. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and the Spiceland Mall Grandans to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with a friendly, helpful, and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap, gold, and trading. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or even someone special this carnival with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Call us on 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st. Spice Isle Jewelry, operating since 1986, and we do so with pride.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktop, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz Ready Finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz, bringing value home.
All right, so value is being brought home. Folks, we want to apologize for last night's abrupt end to the program. Of course, we've been telling you for the past 2 nights that we were experiencing some technical challenges. I think that with the persistence and, of course, a good technical team, our system is back up and running full 100. Yes, so no sabotage tonight, right? Let me fix my mic. Yeah, let me fix everything. Make sure it's all right and proper. Right. Yeah, boy. And so, you see all you on the program, those of all you who in fever, thick and thin all the day, it's not different. And if I had money and thing, I paying up all the mortgage and thing, you know, because you're all so loyal. You understand? You're also different by, you know what I mean? You have some people, they just there on the program for juice. You understand? Yeah, but all the loyal, thicker thin. You know what I mean? If it's just the logo spinning, all is still there. You know what I mean? So I just want to say thank you to you guys and let you know how much I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. All right. With that being said, we're gonna. All right. Now the first thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, is so there's a 2-day training happening in Granitan. All right, and we're going to tell you more about that in the national report. A reed removal boat was procured under the Granitan partnership within the International Water Stewardship Program. Now, the 2-day training is to be facilitated by the company who supplied the boat, Widow, and they are from the United States. It's organized jointly by the Ministry of Agriculture and the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment, Forestry, Fisheries, Disaster Management and Information, and the GIZ. Now, the Grenada Water Stakeholder Platform, the GWASP, which is the Grenada arm of the International Water Stewardship Program, IWASP, identified the Granitan Lake as a focus area as it is Grenada's largest freshwater reservoir. Primarily in dry season, the National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA, pumps on an annual basis about 35 million gallons from the lake, and that is to augment the water supply for the southern part of Grenada. However, during the dry season, the water supply hardly meets the demand. Now, several factors lead to this situation, one of which is the reed overgrowth. Now, the Granitan Lake is affected by an increasing overgrowth by reed that blocks the drainage, reduces the water storage volume, and increases evaporation. Now, the training is to take place today and tomorrow. So the first day was today. I saw them up there doing the little thing. They had the little machine and they're doing the business at the Granitan Lake. And it will be technical and hands-on to target for the machinery operators. Now, 13 operators have been selected to be called upon to operate this machine in the future, including 7 private persons and 6 public sector officers. We had the Minister Alvin Darby and things speaking, but we don't want to go too much into that now because we will have a comprehensive report on that for you tonight on the national report. All right, all you know, I like to tell all the first, and you all been hearing about this luxury resort and things like that, and all they want to know about what's going on. Royalton Grenada Resort and Spa. Now, the Royalton Luxury Resort is pleased to announce, they say, that the highly anticipated Royalton Grenada Resort and Spa will welcome its first guest as of March 1st, 2020. Now, the opening of the resort follows the chain's expansion in the islands of the Eastern Caribbean, offering travelers more options than ever to vacation in unique and exotic destinations such as ours. This latest addition to the leading hotel chain is expected to be the largest resort on the Caribbean island of Grenada when it opens, featuring 269 luxury suites located beachfront, all right, of the Tambourine Bay. The brand new all-inclusive luxury resort will bring a new level of hospitality to the picturesque island of Grenada. The island is home of a lush landscape, they say. Of course, they speak about us very nice, where visitors can explore picturesque mountains, magical waterfalls, and fascinating historical sites, with plenty of opportunities for both adventure and relaxation. Of course, we want all to do that. All right, so folks, you can look forward to that. All right, and since we broke the news the other day, people wanted to know dates about this next story that we have to tell all you about, and whether or not it's true. Anything we see on the program, what is the all in truth? Asking whether or not it's true. Once we say it is gospel, yeah, and it's like break every chain, like, you know what I mean? And like Tasha and them, you know, when we say it happening. By the way, that concert, that gospel concert that coming up, you get some of all who heathen and them converted to know. I'm making sure. I asking them people to make sure I get a copy of the program. When you don't, I mean a copy of the gospel, because I have to pay a piece on the program for some of all who heathen on the program. Oh God. I never know what a Bible look like. If you see one stay not all in the face, I don't know. Some of all you're telling me. Anyway, let's get along to some serious business. What's on your screen right now? The United States Navy hospital ship USNS has confirmed that they will offer free medical services to Grenada. So all of them believe me. They're gonna get harsh with all the boy. Or they're gonna ask them people how kind of thing, and next thing them people have to come and put out statement. You know what I mean? Or they don't want to believe all the on the program. You know what I mean? Yes. So they are now confirming that they will offer free medical services in Grenada, not only in Grenada, I told you that. Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Kitts and Nevis. And it's going to be from September 15th to the 20th. Now you have dates. Then September 25th to the 30th, and October 5th to the 10th, respectively. The ship will conduct approximately 100 onboard surgeries, provide basic medical services at 2 medical walk-in sites, as well as host health fairs, community outreach to address various public health topics in each of the countries in which they visit, which includes Grenada. Now, surgery candidates, as we would have told you, will be selected by the respective country's Ministry of Health. Onboard surgeries will fall under the categories of ophthalmology, sorry. Listen, when I used to sing Calypso, he had some words, boy, they used to type a boy. And, you know, I get over them. But sometimes this kind of medical term and them to tie up your dog and a dog. You tie me up now. Why they have to make this thing so hard? And all wonder why children are interested in the field. Eh? Anyway, let's do that. General surgery, orthopedic surgery, oral, maxillofacial surgery, plastic surgery, wound care, and urology. Now, surgery candidates will be drawn primarily from existing waiting lists within the public health system, and candidates with the optimal clinical background and those who have been on the waiting list for the longest time frame will be prioritized. Now, the categories of services offered at the medical walk-in sites are adult medical services, pediatric medical services, dental, optometry. Then we have physical therapy, and then we have dermatology. What else we have? And that's it, I think, right? Now, that's it. That's another, I think. That's it. Now, the walk-in sites will operate from approximately 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day on a first-come, first-served basis. Now, in order to see as many patients as possible, each person will be seen by only one provider, unless that provider deems additional services are needed for the identified condition and are available at the site. All right. Now, they are saying that members of the public should not send in medical records to the U.S. Embassy. All right. Good. So how we looking? We pretty? Right. we going now. All you. The next thing we have to tell you about, boy. The GUT Cooperative Credit Union, the GUTCU, they've awarded grants to 143 students across the Tri-Island state that was successful in this year's CPEA exams. Now, awardees received their $300 towards their back-to-school expenses and towards building their Smart Saver account. Now, the chair of the Credit Union Education Committee, Cornish James, congratulated both parents and recipients and encouraged them as they prepared for their new journey. And of course, we were telling you about that last week as well. All right, but somebody said they didn't hear, so we had to do it again, just because they did. All right, now the next thing that we have to tell you about by Melee in Paradise, well, it's not Melee, just business as usual. The Grenada Football Association, they are in search of a new technical director. That's because the Jamaican born Vin Blaine, he has held the position, I think, for about 3 years. About that, just about 3 years, from 2017, somewhere around there. He has tendered in his resignation. You understand? I remember the first interview when he came, he says his role is to turn over the whole business, make sure everything get pretty. But now we are hearing that he resigned, so I don't know what's going on. I don't think I saw some documents, and I did not see a reason why he is resigning. But anyway, there's never a dull moment when it comes to kicking that ball, boy. What? Never a dull moment with foot. Jano. You understand? Yeah, boy, he was from Jamaica. I remember see money program and thing, eh? Yeah, man. When we came and thing. Anyway, let's leave that talk. There. So, we don't know what's going on. The man resigned, sending in the resignation. You understand? Now, his resignation takes effect as of September 13, 2019. All right? How we look at we born J. Look at the next story I have up on my computer. Digicel Grenada says that the claims made against the company that the government's phone bill was linked by a Digicel worker is not true. They'll tie up the company, you know. Folks, me know kind of puff reporter and thing, you know. Because ethics in journalism again requires me to say that I am on Digicel's payroll as an ambassador. However, I'll tell you that that has nothing to do with me reporting the facts. All right? So we're going on. So, back to the story. Digicel Grenada says that not true. The company said in a statement that was sent into our news desk today that a thorough internal investigation has determined the information was false. Drink some water in the program. Oh, the glass empty, boy. Hold on. Now, don't think I'm going to read the statement for you, know. I'm going to read the statement for you. I just want to make sure everything pretty on the program. Press that button here. Right. I'll share the program now. I don't like to talk to 10 and 15 people, 200 and 300 people. What is this? I don't like to talk to no 200 and 300 people, man. Get some people to come on the program now, man. What it is? What they feel in that program tonight, though? We're going to have 300 people. What the jail is this? Anyway, the statement reads, following weeks of thorough internal investigation, Digicel Grenada can safely conclude and publicly state that the leak of the government's associates bill did not originate from within the operations of Digicel Grenada Limited. Digicel Grenada CEO Siobhan Redhead said that customers' confidentiality is something we take very seriously, and we have in place best practices to protect against the release of private customers' information. Now, when the allegations arose, we made it a priority to conduct an internal audit in order to establish the facts, ensure that there was no breach of information on our part, and to confirm that we did everything possible to protect the confidentiality of our customers. Our customers can continue to rely on us and to trust that we will treat their personal information with the strictest confidence. End of the business. That's the end of the quote, the release. Now, the statement challenges claims made several weeks ago by a talk show host, my dog, my partner, a political program, that he obtained information relating to the government's phone bill by walking into the digital office and asking an intern for the data, in which that intern cooperated. Now, according to digital statement, nothing goes on. Hello, I real dramatic when they check me out to do. I could have gone free movie. Anyway, let's leave that talk there. So, in colloquial terms, if we have to take the statement as is, what did you say? Technically saying, they might lie. Oh, God. So, we're moving on. Let me partner, leave all, hey, leave me partner alone, man. Leave me partner, I'm a dog. You know what I mean? Leave me dog alone, I'm a dog. Let's go. I do me only investigation and see, but let me leave that alone, you know, because what I'm saying is, you know what I mean? Anyway, leave that out there. So when I say Mikey, drink some water in the program. Because I check it out too. Because I say, whoa, my boy get a big story, boy. I say, my boy get a big story, boy. So I go and check out the thing too. I just tried the whole thing. And the way it works is it's almost impossible for a local person behind a counter in one of them digital store to be able to have the ability to access your data. It would not happen. It will not happen because they cannot get that access. 1, 2. Intern. Because my partner say intern because I didn't ready for my partner yet. I say I give it time. Intern. Ask did you say when last they hire intern? Anyway, let's leave that talk. My partner go call me tomorrow. Mikey, what it is? No, my partner will call me out of the program tomorrow. Make me like popular. Yeah. Anyway, let's leave that talk. So, only the next thing that we have to tell always is let's leave that talk there. Let me call my partner on the program and tell him what the claims. Hold on, let me call. Now, let's leave that talk there. Although, here's a see, and we're moving on, right? Let's leave that alone. We'll talk, let's leave that alone. Now, here's the next thing we have to tell about today, boy. There was some flooding, major flooding, in fact, you know, in the ministerial complex, boy. Yeah, boy, a couple floors, you know. Yeah, a couple floors were affected by this flooding. They say a flex hose that broke. You know, it started the day before. And by the time last night happened, and then when they go to work this morning, no place smash up. You understand? Water. You know when people talking about Emily, you remember Emily? So when I'm asking people about, you know, what really go on, just, you know, we are trying to put together a report. All I hear is water, Mikey. By water. A couple places were affected, boy, I'm telling you, it is dread. You understand? Several floors, people more affected, and because of some of the roof now got a little saturated and thing now, and you know how the roofing is and the sheetrock and thing now, it caved in and it break, you see, like that, so you know what I mean. There were no reports of injuries, as again because most of this water damage happened overnight. But then they say, watch now, you know, when you ever watch Bugs Bunny? No, not only Bugs Bunny, no man, the little one, Tom and Jerry. You know, like Tom and Jerry? They say, watch now, when the building thing, when it sing so, 2 phone calls make bap, 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 bap. Next thing you see the cleaners just running, bap, 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 bap. You know, operation clean up, you know. So, as far as I understand, the people clear to work tomorrow. Yeah, son, yeah, man. Some of them people going back to work tomorrow. Them boy and them walk like, yeah, why, what? Yeah, but workers were asked to go home today because, you know, that was no condition to walk in. And then, yeah, they think. Yeah, boy, I feel it for all the way, papa. But lately that talk. Somebody said that was water we. Yeah, a couple floors got affected. I heard that it originated from the 4th floor, and then, you know, water doesn't go up, it coming down like that when it flooding, right? So it come down. You understand? So then you see the issue with the ceiling and thing like that. Some of the minister's office got thing like that. What I'm saying is I have a decent office. If the minister they want to use me office, you could do it. I'm gonna charge all in. Yeah, nah, just give me something small. A nice office, you know what I mean? Top of the line, high-tech desk and thing like that. If a 2 minister want to use me office, I small thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just give me a little walk. Ball fixed. Well, not really fixed, but you know, they say that some of the persons and so on in the affected areas are cleared to work tomorrow. We are moving on. All right. Earlier, let's take a trip. We're going overseas. A priest's car was stolen while he blessing a house in Trinidad. Like he blessing people's house and forget to bless the car. They say, Hail Mary, full of grace. Vroom, vroom. When the priest look back, he car out there, the dog. Yeah. So we're going to tell all you about that in a while. You understand? We just want to take, when I say 2 minutes break, well, it could be shorter than that. You understand? And the suspected carjacker dies in a crash. You understand? We'll talk about that too. Alright, so let me just take some, let me just drink some quick water and I'll make sure the throat kind of wet. You understand? I don't think I could put it in my mouth at this time of the night. Put some water in my mouth and then I'm coming back to tell you about that and more. Don't play a lot of touching. I think we have the whereabouts notice for all it too. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me drink some water.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
Make this carnival a special one with Spice Isle Jewelry. This is the sale you've been waiting for. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and the Spiceland Mall Grandad's to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with a friendly, helpful, and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold and trading. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or even someone special this carnival with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Call us on 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st. Spice Isle Jewelry, operating since 1986, and we do so with pride.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktop, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz Ready Finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz, bringing value home.
All right, so value has been brought home. All here. Right, so we're moving on. Now, the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, the fire in Brazil. It is something that everyone should be talking about, everyone should be paying attention to, but it ain't happening for whatever reason. Now, I told you all, one of you all to check it out for me, right? And I hope you did, to find out the percentage of oxygen that the Amazon provides to the world. And if that forest, the world's largest, is on fire, what does that mean for continued, survival? You understand, people? It is not easy. Yeah? This is things I haven't heard in a long time. Yeah? It is not easy. When you check out the kind of fire that's happening out there in Brazil. Eh? No star. You know? It's been burning. It's been burning. And we are now hearing reports. I want all of this in my face too. We are now hearing reports that the fire can be seen as far as from space. I ain't making it up. It can be seen as from far as space as wildfires, which are destroying swatches of the rainforest, have turned night into day in Brazil. Yeah. Now, monitoring data from the World Meteorological Organization today shows smoke drifting thousands of miles from the rainforest into the northwest of Brazil, across the country to Rio de Janeiro on the Atlantic coast. Airy photos on Monday afternoon showed Brazil's largest city plunged into darkness. They said at 3 p.m. it looks like midnight. Drivers have to put on a light and think, people. But hold on. This smoke has traveled miles. 1,700 miles. That's what I wanted to get. The smoke, the black smoker, traveled as far as 1,700 miles from its source. Miles are talking about it all. Yeah? And you don't see that as a problem? Right, Brazil, right on the ground there, They right there. If sound far, they right there. You understand? Now, although more than 72,000 fires have raged since the year has begun, over 9,500 new infernos have ignited since last Thursday. So you realize the numbers that we're dealing with? There has been an 83% surge in forest fires since the same period last year, and the highest number since records began. They see anything from space. You understand? My screen might be too bright, so if I show you, if I try to turn that, I didn't really get it for you on the thing, right? My screen might be too bright, but what you see here, let me see if I could click on it a little. Alright, I didn't have my remote for it. Alright, you see this here? This is a daylight picture. This is a daylight picture that look like in the night. You understand? Look, you know, daylight picture. Now they are saying that if this continues, imagine this, if you're in a room and 20% of your oxygen supply has been depleted, or you lose 20% of your oxygen supply, you ought to know that your body would notice that. You ought to know that things will change for you. Right? You ought to know that ain't good news. And so the Amazon is regarded as that important towards the oxygen supply of the world, accounting for 20%. And it might be more too. I wanted to spend a little moment on that one because that's how important and serious it is. You understand? Now, we are moving on. The next thing that I want to tell all you about, boys, is that the priest is not so lucky. Because while he trying to bless, he was not as blessed. A Roman Catholic priest, Father Urban Hoodlin's car. It was stolen last Saturday while he was visiting a home in Diego Martin. Hoodlin, who is stationed at the Holy Cross Priory in Arima, he was reportedly at the home to bless it. And while praying, his vehicle got boom boom. Now, according to reports, he is said to be traumatized. Now, I ain't even making it up. He is said to be traumatized by the experience. He said his possession, including his iPad and other important documents, was still inside. Oh, no, I see why you owe your iPad. Father worried about the iPad. I hope you had a password. No, I understand. It gets really interesting now. The man forget the iPad in the car. Yeah, so always bring back the man. Listen, keep the car. Bring back the priest iPad. Alright, that is a joke. That is a joke, eh? Anyway, I don't mean to make fun of that the priest and the iPad. But no, I know I say no. The priest more traumatized because the iPad did the thing. And he made you have a password on the iPad. You know what I mean? And we understand that the priest is human being too. You know? Yeah. Anyway, let's leave that talk there. How are we looking for time? Yeah, we have time, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have time. A suspect in a car theft died in a crash on Wednesday morning. You understand? Police believe that the vehicle that he was driving at the time was stolen. Alright? Good. See? So maybe he thieved the vehicle and he ting, and he gets himself in trouble. You understand? Yes. Somebody say Mikey is not a joke to laugh. It's not a joke, what? The priest is okay. It is a joke. It's a joke. The priest is traumatized that his car has been stolen, only to find out the man iPad in it. And that he's very concerned about his iPad. Of course it's a joke. What do you mean? An iPad is not of God. An iPad is not an instrument of Christianity. It's an accessory, but not an instrument of Christianity. And so if something happens to it, that's fine. It is not of God. And so give unto Caesar what Caesar's. And if to some thing God wants to take away the iPad from the priest, why must I cry over it? Give unto Caesar what Caesar's, and to God what's God's. The iPad is of the world, and if a world person wants to take it, if it's going to be better for the priest to not have the iPad, then God bless him. I see the glass half full. It is a joke. Anyway, we have a few things to tell you about from the national report. Some important stuff, so we'll do that. but we have a whereabout notice. Eh? Well, what people quote scripture now and never know your location on the program. Yes. So anyway, if you know these persons, or if you are one of those persons and you're listening to the program, do not call me, but please call the number that I'm going to provide to you, because it is important that you do. All right. And so now we have 3 persons on that particular list. Okay. We have Rondell Gibbs, Frequente Housing Scheme. Please call 435-1124. All right. We also have Byron Frank, and he's of Vendom. Mr. Frank, you're also asked to please call the number. That's 435-1124. And Everall Marlon Mitchell, you're also asked to call the number. You're from Pomerose in St. David. Call 435-1124. All right. So, folks, what we have for you right now is the national report. But before we get there, we just have this one thing to do.
Make this carnival a special one with Spice Isle Jewelry. This is the sale you've been waiting for. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and the Spiceland Mall Grand Dance to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with a friendly, helpful, and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold and trading. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or even someone special this carnival with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Call us on 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st. Spice Isle Jewelry, operating since 1986, and we do so with pride.
Alrighty, and folks, here we have now for you the national report.
Operators been trained to drive reed removal boat on Granatang. Details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, August 21st, I am Rakisha St. Louis. A 2-day training has begun at the Granatang Lake to familiarize machinery operators with the use of a reed removal boat that will be used to tackle reed overgrowth in the lake. The training, which began on Wednesday, targets 13 operators who have been selected to be called upon to operate the machine in the future. 6 are public sector officers and 7 are private persons. The training is been facilitated by WIDO in the USA, the company which supplied the boat and organized jointly by the Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment, Forestry, Fisheries, Disaster Management and Information, and GIZ. Details in this report from Mina Buka.
The reed removal boat was procured under the Granatang Partnership within the International Water Stewardship Program. Primarily in the dry seasons, the National Water and Sewage Authority in NWASA pumps on an annual basis about 35 million gallons from the lake to augment the water supply for the southern parts of the island, but the water supply hardly meets demand, mainly because of the reed overgrowth. The training is important since the Granatang Lake has been identified as a focus area, being placed as Grenada's largest freshwater reservoir. The increased growth of the reeds since the 1970s has impacted the 37 acres of lake at Granatang. It is estimated that the lake is now about 12 acres due to the impact by reeds. During a brief opening of the 2-day workshop, Minister with responsibility for forestry and fisheries, Honorable Alvin Dabrio, outlined what can be done to remedy the situation.
This lake is all natural. It's from a volcano, so it's not something that was done man-made. So it's a part of our heritage and we want to preserve it. So the government has been looking for a solution to solve this problem for many years, because both visitors and locals were complaining about the diminishing lake, and also the fact that it's so important for the ecosystem. It has a lot of the wetland properties, so it's a very important asset that we have. So with the coming on stream of the International Water Stewardship Program and the formation of the Grenada Water Stakeholders Platform, which comprises of public, private, and civil society sectors and other stakeholders in the water sector, one of the first proposals that received approval for funding was the Granitang Partnership to help address water availability while improving the attractiveness of the lake. And as we know, Granitang is not only used for recreation by the public and visitors. This lake is the second most visited site in Grenada by visitors and locals alike. It is also used by Nawasa during the peak of the dry season for supplying waters to areas of the island that needs it. The Granitang Partnership objective is to improve the water security and the water quality while enhancing eco-friendly tourism opportunities.
Mr. Trevor Thompson, Chief Land Use Officer within the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, says the process commenced late 2018 with the aim to save the Grand Etang Lake.
This is a great opportunity for Grenada as a whole. This is one of our major tourist attractions, and I'm sure you observe that over the years it has become smaller and smaller, right? So we really wanted to address that many years ago, but this is the right time to do it.
A group constituting of public, private and civil society organizations called the Grand Etang Partnership was created with the aim of promoting water security. This is according to Bridget Mayer, the representative at GIZ.
So the aim for the Granitang Partnership is to improve water security while also having eco-friendly tourism in mind. And you might wonder why is it necessary to think about water security with the Granitang Lake. So in dry seasons, Nawasa pumps water from the Granitang Lake to augment the water supply for the south of the island.
The GIZ took the opportunity during Wednesday's event to hand over the yellow fiberglass boat to the Minister with responsibility for forestry and fisheries, Honorable Alvin Dabriu. The two-day training is being facilitated by James Carson, the representative from the company WeDo. Reporting for the Ministry of Agriculture's Public Relations Unit, I am Mina Booker.
The T.A. Marisho Community College TAMCC Grenada campus has recorded a 94% pass rate among students sitting the 2019 Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations CAPE. Citing this as an 11.18% improvement over 2018, Minister with responsibility for tertiary education, Honorable Pamela Moses, commended the principal, staff and students of the TAMCC, Grenada and Carriacou campuses. Analysis of the results for Units 1 and 2 showed 91 Grade 1 passes from 19 subject areas in Unit 1, compared with 56 Grade 1s in 2018.
For the Grenada campus in Tantine, it is to be noted that in the 2019 exam, there was an overall pass rate of 94.43% this year. This is an increase of 11.18% over last year's. We commend the staff and students at the TAMCC for such a great improvement. In CAPE, there is Unit 1 and Unit 2. I would like to now report on Unit 1, CAPE 2019. The percentage pass in CAPE Unit 1, was 93.13% this year, as compared to 80% in 2018. Now, this is an increase of 13.13%
In Unit 2, a significant improvement of 8% was recorded.
The percentage pass this year was 96.99%, as compared to 88.39% in 2018. Yet another increase, another improvement in the performance of the staff and students at the TAM-CC by 8% this year in Cape Unit 2. There was again 100% pass for the 2019 Unit 2 Cape exams in 11 of the subject units. 11 out of 19 of the subject units showing 100% pass. The top 5 performers for Unit 1 Cape, who all attained grade 1 passes, they were Karina Blash, Tierra Joseph, Wazim Paisadi, Christian Menezes Chow Chong, and Josel Mercer. The top performers in the 2019 Unit 2 Cape, attaining grade 1s only again, were Joshua Francis, L.J. Watts, Kiana Slocum, Rich Charles, Terrick Raybon.
Remarkable performances from the 26 students at the Kariku campus were also highlighted by Honorable Moses.
As a government, as a Ministry of Education, we highly commend Kariku, where 26 students wrote CAPE in the 2019 exams in 7 subject areas and attained an overall pass rate of 100% this year. This is an increase again of 10% from last year. The best performers in the 2019 Unit 2 CAPE examinations for Kariku, who would have attained mainly grade 2s, were Celeste Leggard and Ria Noel.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
The house was shaking. Then said the story here, babe. Crack. And the roof had gone.
Man, I was so scared, I nearly wet myself.
Only those who have lived it can truly understand the devastating fury of a hurricane's wind.
The house across the road just get up and roll over.
Hurricane force wind. It's a hazard. Hazards. Take control. Reduce your loss. You can hurricane-proof your home. For example, make your roof more wind-resistant by using screws instead of nails in its construction. Find out more about hurricane force winds and other hazards at your local disaster office.
A message from the National Disaster Management Agency and SEDERA.
Welcome back. Sports Minister Senator Norland Cox says while the government of Grenada recognizes and appreciates the exploits of star field athlete Anderson Peters, it cannot make any tangible presentations to him at this point, in keeping with the rules of the National Collegiate Athletic Association. Anderson won gold in the men's javelin at the Pan American Games with a record throw of 87.31 meters, and some have criticized the government for not providing financial rewards.
Anderson is currently a student, and he's under the NCAA rules and regulations. As such, he's not allowed to receive any monetary gifts or so for his performances. As such, the government would not in any way do anything to jeopardize his scholarship, and as such, we would not be issuing or giving any tangible stuff to Anderson. And it's the same way we had engaged him after the Commonwealth Games. What we would have done was to at least recognize him as one of our sports ambassadors. And that is what we'll continue to provide the technical support and wherever we can at this point in time. And so just to make it clear, it is for those reasons that we would not be making such, providing such support to him. Only if he's a professional, then we can so do, not as a student. And I think that is the responsible approach that we have decided to take in this regard.
Anderson is presently in Grenada continuing his training with local coach Paul Phillip in preparation for the World Championship in Doha in October. He is scheduled to leave the state on Friday to return to school at the Mississippi State University. And finally, Culture Minister Senator Norland Cox is optimistic that the outcome of Spice Mass 2019 will undoubtedly create the buzz for a bigger festival in 2020. At Wednesday's post-cabinet briefing, Senator Cox said while some of the policy decisions taken in 2019 came under high criticism, the outcome means more will be expected of all the stakeholders involved in 2020.
We recognize that what would have happened this year is going to present a greater challenge for us in terms of expectations going forward. But with the increase of visitors, we know that they are going to go back and give an account of their experience, and more persons will be wanting to come to Grenada, and so which means that we have more work to do in terms of improving on the product, improving also on the accommodation sector, making sure we have space to accommodate everybody, and it's going to require a lot more in terms of security. I think that has been one of the biggest selling points for us, is that it was truly amazing to see thousands of people just having fun without no violence, and I think that is something that we as Grenadians have to be proud of.
He says the SMC is expected to conduct a post-mortem of Grenada's biggest cultural festival in early September. That story just ended the national report for today, Wednesday, August 21st. Let's recap the top story. Operators been trained to drive reed removal boat on Granatang. On behalf of the entire news team, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
All right, thank you very much, Rakisha, and everyone else who were instrumental in the production of the national report. And what we have for you right now is the generic, well, no, it's not generic. We actually have the details from the Met Office. Now, for tonight, we are expecting some nighttime showers. Today's maximum temperature was around 31.5 degrees Celsius, and tonight's minimum is expected to be around 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, variable to calm at times. Seas slight, waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. For tomorrow, now the weather is expected to be mostly fair with a low chance of light showers overnight. The maximum temperature is supposed to be, or expected to be rather, around 32 degrees Celsius, and the minimum 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds are easterly to southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas slight, waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. So that's for tonight and tomorrow. All right, so guys, that's it for us, and we want to say thank you for joining us. All right, we want to say hello to Eugene, Nia, Zaka, Dolores, Mishi, Hazel, Camille, Zaka, I said that already, Deslin, Doris, Dolores, Patsy, Nika, Merrick, Trevelin, Ernesto, Eunice, Monica, Theresa, how are ya? Suzette, and Noreen, Lintona, Mom, Meryl, Colette, Ala, Deslin. Also, we have with us Sharon, Edric, Arthur, Doris, and who else? Shishi, Martin, and everyone else. All right, and I just wish you guys all the best. All right, Angel, I see that you're there as well. All right, so blessings to you, and we will touch base tomorrow, God's willing, around the same time, 9 o'clock, right here on Facebook, YouTube, or wherever else you're viewing this program. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. May God richly bless you. Suzette, I see that you're there. I got the call, all right? Allah, blessings, and tell my boy I say hello as well. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No! All the best, everyone. All right? Remember, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Goodbye.